For years, I would regularly, every day, have 2 English muffins for my breakfast. I would have 2 English muffins, and I would have one that was just butter on an English muffin, and I would have one that was butter and jelly, or it would just be butter, and that would be fine too. And that was what I had for breakfast for years. I'm realizing I can't eat my English muffins. So I bought English muffins the other day, and now, like, I'm just sad. I don't even want to eat them because I'm just sad about how I can't put butter on them because my freaking baby is allergic and I want butter. So instead, this is my aggressive tutorial. I'm making corned beef breakfast sandwich so that I can have one of my favorite meats, one of my favorite types of bread. I love English muffins. I think they're delicious, but I just want them on their own because I think they're so good on their own. So this is my aggressive tutorial. Get your corned beef. Cook your corned beef. However you like to cook it. I don't know. I could make a tutorial on how to cook corned beef properly because I think most people don't know how to cook corned beef properly. But I do think that's a separate tutorial. This is just cook your corned beef. And now I'm going to slice it. I'm not going to tell you how to properly slice your meat because I don't know. I'm just going to cut it in a way that I think will fit best on a breakfast sandwich and also allows me to enjoy the fat. A lot of people don't like the fat and cut off the fat. I support you in your decisions. I think that's crazy. I freaking love the fat on corned beef. So I'm just going to slice it. I'm just going to slice it in a way that I can put on an English muffin. If you hear my daughter freaking out in the background, don't worry. She's safe. She's fine. She's just having a grumpy morning. And I happen to know, even though it makes me feel like a heartless mother, but I've talked to many physical therapists and occupational therapists who have told me unmitigated floor time is what's developmentally best for her right now. So even though it makes me feel like a jerk, she's on the floor. I mean, on a playmat on the floor. Now I've got my corned beef sliced up and I'm going to fry this in my frying pan. At the same time, I'm going to warm up my tiny little egg pan. If you don't have one of these, they're freaking adorable and they're fantastic for making breakfast sandwiches. I highly recommend them. I'm going to use eggs from my chickens. I'm going to use the dirtiest eggs I can find because then I don't need to clean them off before I sell them to someone because I prefer to sell unwashed eggs. But I do have to wash them before I use them. So wash your eggs if you get unwashed eggs. Gross. You know, the egg comes out the same place they poop from. And don't use your normal scrubby. Get yourself a scrubby that's specifically for eggs if you use unwashed eggs because gross. You don't want the poop particles all over your food scrubbies. This is my egg scrubby. It's just a normal scrubby that I cut in half and now I keep it in a special spot so I know it's my egg scrubby. Which reminds me, I got this little shelf thing on TikTok Shop. It was fine. I think that it's worth the price because it was cheap and it feels cheap, but it holds my stuff and I do think that my life is slightly improved by having it, and it gives me a place to keep my egg scrubby and my little thing for my garbage disposal because I break my garbage disposal all the time. So I do appreciate that because I previously was just throwing them in this bucket and then I would have to dig around and find them. So, you know, if you like that thing, it's on TikTok Shop. Even though the plastic part feels really cheap, this part is metal, so it is sturdier than I expected. And anytime that you touch unwashed eggs, wash your fucking hands. I'm going to use this veggie oil in my pan because I can't use butter because life sucks. When someone says scrambled egg, do you think that they mean like, you know, you break the yolk and mix it all together and then also the egg can't be put together? Like, because when I say scrambled egg, I mean I break the egg, I mix it together, and then I put it in the pan and I just let it cook as it is, and I don't like keep mixing it up because I think it's better as like a formed kind of egg patty. Maybe that's just me, but that's how I always have thought of scrambled eggs. So maybe I'm crazy there and no other people don't. I don't know egg terms very well. Is there a term for when you want your yolk broken, but you want the egg fully cooked? Or is that just a picky eater thing? Make sure to season your egg because you're not an animal. I like to do just pepper and salt, but sometimes I'll get crazy and I'll use what I call Kim's mix. I couldn't tell you what's in this because it changes every time, but an important ingredient is cumin. I love cumin. Or cumin, if you're someone who says that. I have a feeling that the seasoning from this would not go well with my corned beef seasoning, so I'm leaving it. I'm putting my English muffins right in the toaster. In fact, I already did before I even started this video because, well, I'm not cooking them on the stove. It just seems so pointless when there's no butter. And I got this Country Crock plant butter. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it because it doesn't taste like butter. If you're vegan and you don't eat butter, sure, I'm sure this is delicious. If you want it to taste like butter, don't bother with this. It's like way more expensive. Just get margarine. Just get the sad margarine that has no milk. Make sure you check your margarine for whether or not it has milk, because a lot of it has milk. Now, if I could eat dairy and I was making this, first of all, I wouldn't, because I'd make a regular breakfast sandwich. But if I could eat dairy and I was making this, I would not put cheese on it, because I think cheese with corned beef would be weird. But this isn't cheese. This is fake cheese. It has the consistency of cheese, but I don't think it has the flavor of cheese. It has the consistency of melted cheese. I would not eat it on anything cold. In fact, I've tried it on cold stuff, and like a cold cut, sandwich, and I did not think it was very good. I think this is gonna add some texture to my thing that might make me happy. So I'm gonna just flip my cute little egg, and then I'm gonna put Daiya cheese on it. The Daiya cheese is fine. It's good for fake cheese, I'd say. I'm making a disaster. Oh my God. My corned beef is done and I'm still grumpy, but this is my favorite food, so this makes me kind of happy. This isn't going fast enough because I'm grumpy and hungry, so I'm taking it off even though the fake cheese isn't fully melted. And it's just gonna go on there anyway because I want to get started on the next egg. I'm still gonna try it all together, but there's a good chance I pull this apart and eat it separately because I'm realizing that I like the components on their own more than I think I'll like them together. But maybe I'll surprise myself. I just want to figure out how to eat these freaking English muffins because I can't eat plain English muffins and I can put jelly on them, but I don't want something sweet right now. I want savory. One of these is now done, and I only put a small piece of corned beef on there because I don't want to ruin the corned beef if I hate it with the cheese. I really should have put it on the other side, but whatever. I'm eating it now. I feel like I'm not even eating something that's all one thing. I don't know. I legitimately don't even know what I think about this, so I don't know. I'll probably eat this one, and then I'll eat the corned beef separately, and then I'm going to eat the next one as just egg and cheese on a English muffin, so then I'm forced to eat the English muffin. But I don't think the corned beef adds anything. I think I just feel like I'm tasting an egg sandwich with corned beef, and I'd rather eat them separately. Corned beef is so good. It should be on its own anyway. This aggressive tutorial format was modeled after another TikToker. I will tag her. She's wonderful. Follow her.